toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Warhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
That's caught. It's Thomas. At the 40, there he goes. Turns on the jet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Warhawks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Let's take just a second here on the Warhawks. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
The Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To the air, it's Murphy. Floating away. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole...
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here.
There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Across the 25. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Going right to work up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Jenkins. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Sure hands, it's Thomas.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Jenkins. Boom. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Weeks. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Back to throw. It's Murphy. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Weeks. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it, and he loses the football. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days. But how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Weeks. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows.
Breaks into the open. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quickly complete.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Hauls it in.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to throw, it's Weeks. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I love the play call by this defense to go with the zone blitz, confuse the quarterback. What does that mean? What do you see when it's a zone blitz, Paul?
Yeah, I think he was confused. You mentioned it. I think he saw zone coverage, and he thought he was fine. I think he only thought he was being rushed by 3 or 4 guys, and he was going to have a lot of time to get rid of that football. Not the case, though. Linebacker is able to make it through and get the sack.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This
touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. Using his legs, it's Jackson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays. If you...
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Got some room in into the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Warhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If